In this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can publish a no content notebook from scratch with no experience. It isn't going to cost you anything, and how that book can then go on to make you a passive income. Hello, my name is Ben McQueenie, and if you haven't been to this channel before, I make videos on how you can make a great passive income from publishing low content and no content books on Amazon KDP. And if that's something that you like the sound of, please subscribe to my channel, leave me a like, and hit that notification bell. Okay, right. Let's get into this. Right, so the thing that I thought we could do is just do a simple notebook. And the goal here is to try and have it done within about 20 minutes. So if you can see here, it is February the 5th and it is 16:47. So if we can get this done by about 10 past 5, that'll be around 20 minutes or just over. So let's go for it. Okay, so I thought about doing a school notebook. As you can see here, we've got 1,000 for school notebook on Amazon. And as you go through here, you can see that we've got different types here. So the first thing that we need to do is we need a name, number one, and we need some keywords. So the first thing is probably the best thing, school notebook. So if I type in school notebook here, and we can see the different types of things. So we've got things like school notebook, college ruled, school composition notebook. Okay, right. So what we need to do is if we open WordPad, let's start off with school notebook. Very good, right? So there's the first one. Then we've got school notebook journal. School notebook journal. School notebook journal and school journal notebook. There's another one. Hang on, we've already got that one, haven't we? Come on, Ben, are we? School journal, school composition notebook, there's one. Let's get that. School composition notebook. That's a good one. So we've got 3 so far, and we're wanting around 8 or 9. School notebook for men, school notebooks for women. So that goes on there as well. School notebooks for men, school notebooks for women. Great. So what have we got there? That's 5. It's not going to be a hardcover. Might be a sugar skull. School notebook college ruled. Okay. So let's just go school notebook journal, click on that, and let's just see what other ones we're going to get if we do this. So school notebook journal, okay. There's a leather one. It's not going to be leather because obviously this is print on demand. But as you can see, there's low competition. But what we can do is if we just go down here, we can try and steal some of the keywords that other people are using. So look at this. People, premium Gothic skull. Okay. Gothic skull composition notebook. So maybe Gothic skull would be one. Let's put that in. Gothic skull. Very good. Okay, so what else? Is there anything else in here? As we go down, sunflower. Gothic grey notebook, skull. So skull could be one. And if you have a little bit more time, you need to go in and have a look at how good these keywords are. And in future videos, I will be making a video to show you how to find out what are good notebooks and what are good keywords and what are not. Floral skull, that could be one. Diary, vintage. So vintage skull could be one. So vintage skull. How many have we got there? So one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. One more. Let's go one more. Let's go skull journal and see if that pulls up anything else. Let's see what we get for skull journal. So we can see here spiral notebook. It's not going to be a spiral notebook. Gothic. Already got that. Um, skulls, cranium, bones. Let's try that. Skulls, cranium, bones. Skulls, cranium, bones. Okay, so we have got in there 8 keywords that we've just found very quickly. Now, I think that our title should be the simplest one, Skull Notebook, because that's the one that people are generally going to type in the most when they're looking for these things. Okay. The next thing is to put in a subtitle. So we'll need to use another one of these for our subtitle. So let's go. Always use a positive adjective. So a creepy, um, a creepy gothic skull, gothic skull composition notebook. Or what we could perhaps do is we could perhaps put journal in there, simply because we've already used notebook in the title. Okay, so if just to illustrate this, let's just go title is there, subtitle. Okay, a creepy gothic skull composition journal. And let's put we need to put in some data, so some of what the actual book's about. So if we go back to here, let's just have a look for a popular kind of size, 100 pages. Let's have a look at how big this is. This particular one here is 100 page, college ruled, 7.5 by 9.25. Okay, so let's just go back to this. So let's go college ruled, 100 pages, and 7.5 by 9.25. Let me just double check that that was correct. 7.5 by 9.25 is the one that we are after. Okay, so that's the subtitle. So we've got composition journal. So how many of these words have we got left? Because these are going to form our keywords. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we have used no. Let's remove that one. Yeah, let's remove that one. Okay, so these are going to be our keywords. Okay. Now, as I said earlier on, we can find out how effective these keywords are going to be through various methods. And when I am showing in a future video, I will be able to show you how to do that. Okay, but for now, we're just going to use those. Fantastic. So one last thing that we could do before we move on is we just want to quickly look what categories this book is in. Okay, so it's in books. So they haven't optimized the categories that this could be this particular book is in, which doesn't matter because what we can do is if we go to this one might give us a bit more insight into what categories that these books could go in. See some nice A+ content here from this particular author. Okay, so children's journal writing, children's composition, creative writing books. Now we might be able to get um, a category that we can select, which is similar to that. So journal writing. Okay, right. So if I go to the next thing that I need to go to is the cover calculator, like we have done in a previous video. So it is going to be paperback. It's going to be black and white. It is going to be white paper. It's going to be left to right. The measurement units are inches, and the size was 7.5 by 9.25, I believe. So that was the one, yeah. And we're going to go for 100 pages. Okay, calculate dimensions, download template. Template will download, fantastic. Let's open that and extract it. There we go. And if we click on this, it will give us our overall dimensions. Right, so the overall dimensions is 15.475. 15.475, and that's by 15.475 by 9.5. 9.5. Very good. So that's what's going to be our cover, the size of our cover. So straight over to Canva, custom size. 15, oh God, what was it? I've forgotten what it was already. 15.475. Oops. Get that on inches. 15.475 by 9.500. Create new design. Let me just double check that again. Yes, 15 point. So that will now load. Very good. And then what we want to do is put on our template. Look at that bald-headed man. That's loaded. Okay, right. So we will now bring that into place like so. And we will pull this down here like so. Brilliant. Now we want to make sure that's locked in place. Lock. And this is going to be the skull notebook cover. Very good. So first things first, get a shape or something. Pull that here and cover that. And we can then change the transparency. That's great. So what we need is we need to get the typeface. Let's just put on skull notebook. Skull notebook. Great. And let's make that relatively small. We put that kind of in the middle, which will be there. Now, obviously, what we'd want to do is we'd want to make this look a little bit more kind of in keeping with skulls. So what we could do is if we go to, see, I like this kind of one. It's a skull notebook. Make that maybe a little bit. There we go. Put that there. And what we'll want is we want, possibly a better background than that. So if we go to elements and let's just type in vintage background vintage. That might do us. Oh yes, hello. This could work. So if we click on that, oh, see, look at that. Let's get that Let's remove this one and let's have this as the background. Okay, but we can, remember, make that transparent as well. And the next one that we need is obviously we need some sort of skull image. So let's just go to skulls, skull or skulls. Oh, and there's loads of stuff here. So let's just go to graphics and see if there's one that I think would fit us. Okay, now there's this one here, but this is Pro, so this would cost, but these ones wouldn't, right? So what we could do is let's just put on this one. Let's bring it here. I don't know why I lost the transparency there. I know why. So I lost the template. So all you can do is if you just go backwards and we bring the template back, which is fair enough. Right, so the template is now back. So we could put that here. And I think I prefer, just as a design element, that to be like this. And this is relatively quick, so you can make these things look a lot better if you spend a bit more time on it. Okie dokie. So we've got this here, and we've got the skull notebook. So let's just have a look at how that's looking at the moment. That's kind of looking okay. We could probably make it a little bit better. Perhaps we could. Oops, I lost the background again. Just a massive skull on the front. And what we can do, or what you tend to find with these kind of notebooks that people make, is that there's like a place for people to put the name. So we just type in line. Let's get a line on the go here. Bring this line in there. Move it up slightly. Okie dokie. Perhaps make it a bit smaller. So now people can put in their name, and obviously we don't want it to be. Let's make that a bit smaller. Make it into the center. And bring that down. So now someone can put their name there now. And if we just make that looks a bit better. Right, so that is going to be our cover. So if we download that, and we're going to download that as a print. Fantastic. You're probably thinking to yourself, he hasn't done the interior, and you do need an interior. So we have downloaded that. And that's what it is going to look like when it pops up in 1 second. Okay, so that is our cover. Brilliant. So next thing we need to do is we need to create the interior. So if you go over to Bookbolt, and I am going to include all the links in the description. If we go to Interior Wizard, this will pop up a little site. Okay, let's go to college rules. Yeah, that's it. That's the one that I want. We want it bleed and we want it 7.5 by 9.25. So let's download that one. This one is going to give us our notebook interior. There it is. Fantastic. Right. So let's download that. And now that we now have our interior and we have our cover. Wonderful. Oh no, we've got a few minutes left. So let's see if we can do it. Go over to KDP. There's your KDP right here. And create new title. Go to paperback. Now, we've already created the title, which is Skull Notebook. Very good. So let's just copy and paste that in there. Make sure that's capitals, shall we? Yeah, very good. The subtitle, we've already done that too. So if we just go to this, Creepy Gothic Composition Notebook Journal. Copy that there. That goes in there like that. Very good. It's not part of a series, blah, blah, blah. Author name, let's create one. Let's call The Skull Guy. Right, next thing is we need to add a book description. So what the quickest way to do is go to Chat GPT and let's start a new chat and we will ask it, please, so you have to be polite, please, can you write me a description for a skull composition notebook? God, let's see how this works today. Look at this. This is brilliant, this. Fantastic. Okie dokie. Take that. Copy. And as you can see, I've just given a bit more format in there just to make it look, to break it up a little bit. This composition notebook features a unique and eye-catching design on the cover, a skull. Made with high quality paper, this notebook is perfect for taking notes, jotting down ideas, or sketching out plans. With its durable construction and reliable binding, this notebook will withstand daily use and keep all your writing secure. The skull design adds a touch of edginess to your stationery collection, making it a great choice for those who want to make a statement with their notebook. Whether you're in class, at work, or just jotting down your thoughts, this skull composition notebook is a great choice. Well, that is the description for now. Okay, so yes, we go on the right. Let's put in the keywords that we've already created. This is going to take me a second just to copy these. If you have a premium account to Bookbolt, which I did for a while, but I kind of turned it off. It has a feature where you can actually create a script for making multiple books with, like things like with different covers and stuff. And it adds all these keywords in one touch of a button, so you don't have to do this copy and paste thing. So that could be useful if you're going to be making lots of different covers with the same metadata. Okay, so now we need to pick the categories. Okay, so let's just go to nonfiction, and let's try and pick something that's going to kind of fit. Okie dokie. So let's go to, or possibly we could go to education, study aids. Well, it's going to help you studying, isn't it? And book notes could be one. And we could also put book notes would be a good one. Just think of another one here. Language arts. Yep, yep. Composition and creative writing. Yes, please. Save. Very good. This is a low content book, so we need to select that because Amazon gets funny if you don't. Save and continue. Let's move this thing forward. You must specify if this has got adult content on. No, it doesn't. Now we can move this thing forward. Here we go. Saving that. Save was successful. So let's go down here. What's the size of the book? Can you remember? 7.5 by 9.25. Lead, do you want the cover to be matte or glossy? This time we're going to pick matte. Upload the paperback manuscript. And there it is. Now this may take a while because the internet in the UK is powered by a potato. Right, no. So next thing, that's uploaded. Now we need to upload our cover, which we've already created. Upload your cover file. So, and there's the cover. Open. And now that's uploading the skull cover we created. And as I was saying, the internet is quite slow in the UK. The save is successful. Fantastic. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. And now what we need to do is we need to launch the previewer. And all the previewer is it gives us a preview digitally of what our book is going to look like when we publish it. And it can give you just, an idea just to kind of flick through of what it's going to look like. So we'll give that a few seconds. How are we doing for time? So we started this, what was it? It was around quarter to, and now it's getting on for around quarter past. So this has taken me about half an hour to do. And the more time you take looking at things like keywords, looking at the designs, making sure that the design is a really eye-catching one, the more potential you've got there to be discovered and then to convert into sales. I use ChatGPT to create the book description, but nearly most of the time you can create your own book description, and usually it's better. But it's just for the purposes of this video and the fact that I'm trying to do it really quickly was the reason why we use that shortcut. Okay, right, so that's saving. So that's going to pop up now. And here we go. So Skull Notebook, authored by the Skull Guy. Here it is. Come on, baby. Let's see you. So as you can see, 100 pages. And it's going to show us first on the first page what our cover looks like on the front and the back. And then we can flick through the inside just to make sure that the inside looks correct as well. There we go. So that's what it's going to look like, exactly how we want it. And if we skip through, it's just a lined notebook. Easy as that. So we're going to approve that. And this brings us to the next screen, which is all about the pricing. Okay, so depending on whereabouts you are in the world, you need to. Okay, so the pricing is it's going to cost us $2.15 to print this actual book. Okay, and the way that it works on KDP is when someone buys a book, the $2.15 out of that price will go towards the printing. Okay, so decide where the primary place is going to be. We're going to just say Amazon.com. And most notebooks go for about $5.99. Yeah, but I set all mine at $6.99. And the reason why I do that is so that every sale I will make around $2, which is just there. Okay, and all the other countries are based on that rate as well below. Now you can manually change these, but for the sake of that, sake of this video, we're just not going to do that. Okay, so I'm going to publish this book, And as you can see, then that has taken me around half an hour, 30 minutes from scratch to publish a book. And um, there it is. Fantastic. And it typically takes around 2 or 3 days for Amazon to make that live so that people can go ahead and buy it. Now, it doesn't cost you anything. It just means that every time a book is sold, you will make $2 on that book in royalties. So really, anybody can do it. You don't need any experience. Canva is free. Bookbolt that I use to generate the interior is free as well. So it's not going to cost you anything, and it only takes half an hour to do. So what are you waiting for? Go and have a go. Okay, thank you very much for watching this video. If you did think it was good, please leave me a like and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much, and until the next one, I will see you soon.